Good morning. Is that good? Okay. Oh, good morning. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. It means a great deal to us that you would spend your morning with us out here. Can't hear. Is that working? Going or slow down? Is that working? Okay, good. My name is Beth DeTome. I'm the Senior Manager here with HEB in the Gulf Coast region. And we are really excited that all of you could join us today for our announcement. This announcement today celebrates our community and the vibrant culture of Corpus Christi. But before we talk about the festivities today, I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of our guests. We have Councilman. He can't. Okay. Is that better? Better? Yeah. Okay. City Manager Zanoni is with us this morning. Thank you, sir. And then our museum partners with us today, Sarah Morgan with the Art Museum of South Texas, Karen Stevenson, Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History, and Richard Heifmeister with Texas Museum of Asian Cultures, and then our friends over here with Visit Corpus Christi. Thank you so much for your support as well. At HEB, most of you may know that we have a belief in our power of community and the importance of making cultural experiences important to everyone. Today, we have a very special announcement with our partners that reflects our commitment to supporting local families and fostering a love for the arts and the history for this region. A project like this is no easy task, and we're grateful for the partnerships that we've been able to create across the city. We recognize that museums are not just places for art and history, but they're also places and community hubs that inspire curiosity, creativity, and learning. This initiative today will allow families to explore, enjoy, and appreciate the rich cultural heritage that we each have here in our city. We are excited to announce today that beginning November 1st through December 31st, we will provide free admission to the Art Museum of South Texas, the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History, and the Texas Museum of Asian Cultures for all families, locals, and visitors to enjoy throughout both the month of November and December. We believe that everyone should have the opportunity to experience the treasures our museums here hold. And we hope that this initiative encourages each of you to visit with your families, engage, and make long-lasting memories with your loved ones for the months to come. Now, I would like to invite Emily Certucci, Chief Marketing Officer with Visit Corpus Christi, to discuss the tourism impact that this gift will have on our community. Emily?
Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to extend the gratitude to HEB for their generous commitment to Corpus Christi's cultural landscape, the City of Corpus Christi for their continued support in making our community more accessible, and the vibrant for residents and visitors alike. This initiative showcases the power of partnerships in expanding access to our region's available and invaluable cultural assets. Free admission to the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History, the Art Museum of South Texas, and the Texas State Museum of Asian Cultures throughout November and December provides an incredible opportunity to attract visitors during our off-peak season. So we're excited to invite guests to experience the nearby beauty of our second summer and to enjoy these cultural experiences that they can have for their families at no cost. This effort not only makes Corpus Christi's cultural offerings more accessible, but it deepens the community's connection to our local heritage. We encourage residents and travelers alike to take advantage of this opportunity to explore the richness of our cultural assets. Visit Corpus Christi is committed to promoting this free admission, and through all of our digital campaigns, media outreach, and all the ways that we can talk to our visitors that come into Corpus Christi, we want to help boost the local tourism and support the hospitality sector during a traditionally quieter time And we hope that this effort sparks further initiatives to connect visitors and residents to Corpus Christi's unique experiences. So together with partnerships with HEB and the City of Corpus Christi, we want to welcome the destination that honors and shares the Gulf Coast capital spirit year-round. And with that, I would like to welcome District 4 Councilman Roland Bedetta.
Thank you. And that's, sorry to correct you there, Emily, it's District 3. I don't want anybody to confuse me for Dan Suckley, who's a lot taller than I am. I may be better looking, but yes, but anyway, but thank you so much, HEB. I mean, it's an honor to be here as you announce your generous contribution of the free admission for the community. You know, this gift will inspire and engage residents of all ages. And, you know, I always bring my attachment. You know, I've got deep roots here in Corpus Christi. And my parents used to work downtown, so I spent a ton of time here as a kid. I was actually married in the Rose Garden over there at the Heritage Park. And my daughter was married there as well. My father, on Fridays, we would go and have tuna fish sandwiches after school back over here. And the only time that I could get into the museum it was something that was free or something that I was a part of. I'm proud to say I sang there a couple of times for some of my events. But, you know, that to be able to offer it, you know, I can't tell you the deep gratitude that we have for the partnership with Corpus Christi. It just demonstrates the dedication, ensuring our residents have these rich cultural assets. Going back to my daughter, as I indicated, you know, a lot of people know that she lived in New York and she was a struggling artist. And they had programs like that on Sundays, she would take her children to the museum. They were very little at the time. But, you know, having that opportunity for individuals, growing up on the West Side, had my parents not had worked downtown, I probably wouldn't have had that opportunity. So now us as a community and Visit Corpus Christi, we need to do our jobs to bring those individuals so that way they can embrace that culture and be a part of that. I brought my own grandchildren over here to the art museum before, and so that's the thing. So I'm particularly proud to see this investment as it sits right here, you know, in the downtown in this beautifully cultural area, you know, to see the water garden and, you know, spark curiosity so that way, you know, other community children and particularly individuals in the community, they get to see the culture of the history of Corpus Christi and the arts that they probably wouldn't otherwise encounter. And I want to recognize Visit Corpus Christi for their role in promoting our city and as a premier destination. And so that way now, as they promote this, that we're going to have even more people come from all around, try to get people to stay that extra day. It invites commerce. You know, people always say, you know, that we have this challenge that we're pulling between pro-business and arts, and I think that one feeds the other, and the more we can culturally educate people, the better. You know, providing access to the museum, it strengthens our community bonds, and it offers the residents a chance to come together and learn and celebrate the unique heritage that defines Corpus Christi. And having a dedicated partner like HEB that recognizes the importance of that it's an amazing asset. And it contributes to the belief that the initiatives that bringing people together. And one thing I'm really proud of, my office, it was what used to be the old HEB building. The corner I sit in was a part of H.E. Butt's office. And so when I say that to people, they automatically think, or they recognize the culture of the community and the HEB family, and it's just really exciting to be of that. So thank you, HEB, thank you Visit Corpus Christi for your ongoing work. I mean, they're constantly promoting us, and I look forward to the exciting the people that get to see the culture of our community. And with that, I want to introduce our city manager, Peter Zanoni.
Great, thank you, Councilman. And when we were trying to think of who to come up here to speak on behalf of the council, we picked the right person. So, Councilman Barrera, thank you for recognizing the importance of partnerships and downtown and our cultural assets. We appreciate you speaking on behalf of the council. And Emily, thank you. And Beth, thank you both for being here this morning. As a city manager, I want to say that we are very excited about this opportunity for our community and our visitors. The ability to enter any one of these 3 museums free for 2 months is is unheard of, I think, across the country. So it is indicative of HEB's generosity and their continuous generosity to this community of Corpus Christi. And that's something that's important in our business model: continuousness, continuity, consistency. And that's what HEB has. They are a consistent contributor to Corpus Christi. That's hard to find. So thank you so much, Beth, on behalf of HEB for doing that, for being a constant contributor and somebody that cares about this community. So recently I was speaking with Karen about her budget and the entrance fees, and she said, well, Peter, we don't have to worry about that for a few months because HEB is going to help me out, and I can't tell you too much. And yeah, so we're here today to celebrate this. This is really a celebration and an acknowledgement of something very tremendous for our community, for persons that may never think that they could go into the museum because they may not be able to afford it or have any reason to go. But now, through your contribution to Visit Corpus Christi's announcements of this, the fact that these 3 museums are here right on the banks of this beautiful water garden may inspire our community to come out and check out the museums. I know recently Sarah was at City Council talking about the new exhibits and some tremendous exhibits coming in now. Is that right, Sarah? I know you're probably going to talk about it. So there's some tremendous exhibits that come through all of these museums, and they're not static museums. And the Art Museum has some tremendous exhibits coming in, as does the Museum of Science and History, as does the Asian Culture Museum. So we're excited about that. The city is the owner of the museums, but we rely on the partnerships of these 3 individuals to run these museums for us. And that's something in the past 5 years as city manager we've been focused on, which is restoring partnerships across this community. The city didn't always do the best job in doing that. And so having partnerships with nonprofits that manage our facilities and the private sector like HEB is very important to the community ultimately, to the fabric of the quality of life to the community, but to the business of running the community. We can't do it alone. The city cannot do it alone with our tax base and other fees. We rely on the care and dedication of nonprofits in the private sector like HEB. So we can't say that enough. Thank you to all partners here, especially HEB, for their contribution. They did want me to highlight that, speaking of consistency, this is one event, the free 2 months of admission, but coming up on December 21st, right here behind me in front of me, the American Bank Center, will be our annual HEB Feast of Sharing. It'll take place here. That's something also sponsored by HEB that gives a free holiday meal to our greater community. It's something that is very well covered by the news, and the community cares about that as well. So we want to put a plug out for that. December 21, don't eat the night before or the morning thereof. Come here and get a free meal. It's real good because it's HEB food, right, from HEB. We'll be here at our American Bank Center. So we do want to encourage everyone to take advantage of the free admission. There's some beautiful facilities if our community hasn't seen them. And you don't even have to step foot into them to see immediate beauty. You can see it right here with our water garden, the outside views, the ship channel, which may be a big vessel that comes through. But entering into the space is certainly special. And we want you to come here to take advantage of that through November and December. These popular destinations are not only for the community, but for tourists as well. And so we need to mention that. We do have our city's economic development team here. Because this creates economic development. It's not just locals that come here. People come from across the region, and I'm sure our nonprofits have stats, but they probably come from miles and miles away to see the exhibits. And when they're here, they don't just come into the museum and leave. They'll get lunch. They may stay overnight. They may buy some gifts for their family back home. So this is very much part of our economy, part of economic development for our area in HEB. We want to point out that to you as well, that you're creating a ripple effect in our economy with your generosity. So in closing, again, we want to thank HEB, and we want to thank our nonprofits who manage the city's facilities, our Art Museum, our History and Science Museum, and our Asian Cultures Museum. And with that, I'm going to invite up the first speaker from the museums, which will be Sarah Morgan, who has done an excellent job in running our art museum. And Sarah, come on up and take the podium.
I don't think I need to say anything beyond that. That was perfect. A successful collaboration is one that doesn't just benefit the people that are directly involved, but has greater impact. And so this has significant impact within our community, not just our community, but also the visitors to our community. I mean, visit Corpus Christi, thank you, but it's October 30th. I mean, look at where we are. I mean, if this isn't an ad for come visit Corpus Christi, I don't know what is. The city, thank you. I know that, both museums, we can say that, as you stated, the relationship we have with the city now is phenomenal. We're very appreciative of all that you're doing to make sure that our community has successful cultural institutions, so thank you. And HEB, I'm so happy to stand up here today and publicly say thank you for what you've done for our community, not just for the three organizations, but for our community, by providing this free admission for the months of November and December. This partnership reflects HEB's steadfast commitment to our community and its dedication to expanding access to enriching experiences. At the Art Museum, one of our core pillars is accessibility, and this support from HEB ensures that the museums are available to all, especially during the holiday season when budgets are tight and they're stretched in other directions, and you also have family coming to visit and you don't know what you're going to do. Well, now you can come down here for the day and you don't have to spend any additional money. So it's really, again, a collaboration that expands and reaches further. So you're making sure that everyone in our community and beyond can enjoy what we have to offer. So let me tell you a few things that you can find at the Art Museum during November and December of this year. Through November 17th, we're proud to feature the South Texas Art League annual juried exhibition, celebrating an art group that has supported our museum's mission since the 1940s. And for lovers of wearable art, you can come see Kermit Oliver Designs for Hermes, highlighting the unique collaboration between this talented Waco artist and the iconic French fashion house. I'll tell you, Kermit Oliver was born in Refugio, Texas, just up the road. And until just recently, he was the only American artist that was commissioned by Hermes to design scarves. So it's a pretty spectacular collection. Another highlight is Target Texas Studio Practices, open through January 26th. This biennial exhibition offers a glimpse into the studios of 6 Texas-based artists, featuring a variety of media from painting to glasswork, and exploring what keeps artists inspired in today's world. And returning for its 15th year, a reading wonderland, the Christmas Tree Forest, will showcase beautifully decorated trees inspired by favorite children's books. This event, made possible in partnership with HEB and the Junior League of Corpus Christi, invites local students to bring beloved stories to life through their creative decorations. We also encourage everyone to attend the HEB-sponsored Christmas Tree Forest Family Day on Saturday, December 14th. This festive event will feature HEB goodie bags, photos with Santa, docent-led tours of the forest, art activities, story time, and live entertainment. It's a wonderful opportunity for families to immerse themselves in holiday cheer and to explore the creative decorations created by our local students. So again, I want to say thank you to HEB for supporting our mission and making the joy of art and culture accessible to our community. We look forward to welcoming everyone to the museums this holiday season. Thank you. Next is Karen Stevenson with the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Everybody hear me okay? Thank you. Oh, HEB. Today is Thanksgiving for us. I honestly, as we begin this season together, we celebrate grace and acts of kindness and family and friends. And today we are especially and very deeply grateful to HEB for all of those gifts and their generosity and support of our museums and our communities and our guests to our community. Every day, the staff of the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History aims to engage minds and inspire wonder. To that end, In addition to the exhibits that you will see that tell stories about life on the coastal bend, we've brought humans into the stories of the museum. On any given day, year-round, but especially during the next 2 months, guests might meet a Nueces Town shopkeeper, an old cowhand from the 1890s, an astronomer who's gazing up beyond our atmosphere into the solar system, a science educator who's hiding water in plain sight. It's so much fun. Maybe you'll see a scientist who's bent low over a microscope looking at cell structures of deep-sea parasites. You never know what's going to show up in our museum. We have developed these exhibits and these experiences with our entire community in mind. We gear programming towards the littles, to the elders, to all the generations in between. And HEB's generosity, Visit Corpus Christi, the city, all of you working together to support us enables us to do a better job of making those stories connected. So this month we'll celebrate the reopening of the Kennedy Gallery. It's a story of ranching heritage and the families that helped found this part of the country. It's a beautiful exhibit. We'll let y'all know when that's coming up. We're also going to do a new take on our traditional Christmas village. Those of you who have seen it before will see it a little bit differently this time. We're very excited about the possibilities in this one. To calendar items, on November 9th, we'll celebrate our region's indigenous heritage. December 1st is Museum Store Day, so we will be bringing in special objects and retail opportunities that really reinforce our mission and also will help us provide an opportunity to celebrate our key partners in this community. On December 3rd, we'll dive into the Day of Giving. On December 7th, we'll have a family fun day. Our fun days are really wild. They include all kinds of adventures and explorations and surprises. We want our visitors to walk out saying, "Oh, wow, I didn't know that before." So that's one of our goals. And through January 6th, those of you who've lived here a while, you know we're a birdie city, right? Birdiest city in America. Well, through January 6th, we will invite all of our guests in to enjoy a national traveling exhibit. It's titled A Day with Birds. It celebrates community science, which is one of our stated objectives, is to develop a whole community of people curious about all the things that make life rich here. So we're celebrating community science, and then the Audubon Christmas Day bird counts, which the exhibit now includes specimens from our own natural history collection. It's going to be traveling the whole country for the next 10 years, so we will always have part of Corpus Christi traveling with that exhibit around as it travels. Right now it's booked in Kansas and in Montreal, so yay Corpus birds. That is in our temporary gallery. Of course, all of the things and so much more are on our website. We invite you to enjoy, to come visit, to engage with us, to ask questions. We welcome all of you. And thank you again, each of you, so, so very much. This is an extraordinary gift for us. Thank you. And now I introduce Richard.
Always a tough act to follow. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for joining us out here. Thank you guys for having us out here. My name's Richard. This is Allison here in mascot gear for one of our upcoming events. First of all, big thank you to HEB and to everybody for making this possible. Bobby, thank you for reaching out to get this going. Beth, thank you for getting this going. Everybody individually and collectively, thank you both on behalf of the museum and on behalf of the communities we serve, and on behalf of several of our other partners who are inspired to help a little bit more and get a little bit more involved over the next 2 months and then some. So this is kind of a special time for us. We already had a couple of major events plotted. Firstly, I'll answer the question since Allison's standing here and everybody's asking. Our Night of 100 Yokai is November 9th. That is a separate partner that is running that, and we were able to have them reduce some of the costs on that event because of this opportunity with HEB. And then basically everything else we're doing is going to be free to the public. And as a result, we're going to have our entire 50th birthday opportunity going to be free. We're going to have several different homeschool days coming up. We're going to have a couple different partnerships, some of which have been announced already, some of which haven't. We'll actually be open to Art Walk both months. We'll be working with the Art Museum, doing more for Third Thursday as a result. We're going to have these opportunities to help the public because that's what it's about. I mean, that's why we're all here, is getting to the public, getting these interactions, giving everyone a chance to learn about the world around them. That's what all three of these museums and Visit Corpus Christi and HEB and the city itself are trying to accomplish with this program. And being able to get to the public, give them an opportunity to bring them in and let them interact with things that they wouldn't have normally, especially when it's all three museums. It's a force multiplier. We're able to coordinate certain things back and forth. We're able to work together on certain things. We're able to work individually on certain others. We're able to bring our partners in as the museum to help gain more equipment, more tools to work with for the community and give them more opportunities. This is a win for everyone, and that's what it's about, is the community itself having that interaction and learning more. Because when the community learns more, they understand more. And that sounds like such a simple concept, and it is, but it truly is. A couple of great philosophers have said it a couple different ways. Mark Twain said it best, though: you can't hate what you know, and you learn about it, and if you criticize it, you criticize it for something accurately, but you go out and you learn about the community by travel, by interacting with people, by hearing these stories. Everything from the armless artist here to the historical actors to the art pieces at the art museum, all of that is going to tie together to help make the community stronger and more knowledgeable and more inspired to learn about the world around us. Our big story coming up is going to be our 50th birthday. As you see on some of our uniform shirts and a few other things, the museum now has existed for 50 years. We've been at our current site across the street for almost 30. I guess it'd be 28 this fall. And we are getting to celebrate the lady that founded the museum and many of the community partners who helped set up her work and keep her legacy going. The late Lillian Woldblazer and a few of the other folks that helped her with her programs. Her name was Billy T. Chandler, and our rotating display coming up the end of next week is going to be all about her. We're really excited. We're going to get to show off more of her story and more of her research notes and the stories she learned in Japan when she was there founding the museum because of this opportunity. We're not only going to get to do a little bit more, but more the community is going to be inspired to come see it. And we can't thank HEB and everyone else enough for getting to do that, both for us and for the community. So, without any further ado, I will step out of the way and I will let Beth take back over.
Gosh, I'm so inspired. I mean, you guys have the best stories. Thank you so much for sharing. I am so excited to come back to your museums and really open this opportunity to the community to really resonate and see the vibrant culture. As a new resident to this community, I think culture and history speaks really great volumes to why people visit and why they choose to relocate. And I can tell you, your museums are a big factor into that. And it was exactly that for me and my family as well. So thank you for the work that you do. And thank you for continuing to open your museums to the public for the next 2 months, and so that really the community can come out and see it, and hopefully visitors that are here for families over the holidays get a chance to experience it as well. So in closing, I really want to thank visit Corpus Christi again for recognizing this opportunity and the community assets that contribute to our city's economic vitality, education, and our cultural enrichment here. It's just vitally important to us to have partners like you, and to you both at the city. Thank you again for allowing us to continue to be a private sector partner to you both, to encourage this economic impact and to open this opportunity for the community. So we have a few refreshments that we'd like to invite you all today to enjoy, and thank you all for coming today. Our speakers will be available if you would like to have any further comment, and really thank you again to the communications department for all that you did for us today, and for our local media for covering this today as well. And Parks, yes, thank you so much for setting up for us. So grateful for all that you do for us as well. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your day.
I don't do it.